Welcome back, and prepare to be bedazzled, because today I'm going to be shedding light on why there is no merit in working a minimum wage, real private sector employee job in most contexts. So why is working a minimum wage, real private sector employee job in most contexts devoid of merit? Without further ado, without further delay, without further procrastination, allow me to demystify that answer to that inquiry right here, right now. However, before I commence this video, I just wanted to preface this video by stating that I have tremendous respect for people who work minimum wage, real private sector employee jobs. They are often deemed to be hardworking, tenacious, resilient, sedulous, and diligent individuals. Lamentably, much to my dismay, much to my chagrin, much to my consternation, much to my agitation, and much to my irritation, most minimum wage, real private sector employee jobs are deemed to be dead-end, highly time-depleting, debilitating, dispiriting, unfulfilling, undesirable, harrowing, distressful, brutally wretched, ineffably agonizing jobs that not only drain an employee of almost all of his sacrosanct time, but that also do not furnish him with anywhere close to even 1/4 of a subsistence wage for affording housing. So if your only source of income is derived from working a minimum wage, real private sector employee job, and it will provide you with a 0% chance to attain financial stability and financial security. If you want to be able to attain financial stability and financial security, then aim to build up sizable recurring revenue streams on autopilot in order to offset your recurring expenses. If you work a minimum wage, real private sector employee job, then it will also now provide you with any modicum of benefits, and it will also now provide you with a pension. And there are no redeeming facets appertaining to working a minimum wage, real private sector employee job. Minimum wage, real private sector employee jobs also often have hazardous, deleterious, brutal, and perilous employee working conditions, which will render you more vulnerable to contracting a workplace injury. You do not want to contract rotator cuff tears. You do not want to contract plantar fasciitis. You do not want to contract tendonitis. You do not want to contract floaters. You do not want to contract varicose veins. You do not want to contract sprains. You do not want to contract strains. You do not want to succumb to acute inflammation in any part of your vessel. So just be wary, remain leery, be vigilant, and do everything in your purview to wean yourself off working a minimum wage, real private sector employee job. Companies exist to maximize the wealth of their shareholders and to maximize the wealth of the chief executive officer. There are a copious amount of chief executive officers who earn over $80,000 per hour, which is tantamount to earning over $165 million per year. The interests of the employer and the employee are diametrically opposed to one another. Employers often prefer to pay their employees a minimum wage, even though the employee prefers to receive the maximum wage per hour worked. Now want to be in a situation where you have to acquiesce to working a minimum wage or your private sector employee job. It's going to dispossess you of almost all your waking hours. Your employer may be punctilious. He may even micromanage you if he chooses to do so, and he's going to expect you to exude maximum effort even though you're receiving minimum wage. And that is not only paradoxical but also ironical. Because if you're receiving minimum wage, and he should innately expect you to exude minimum effort. However, he expects the polar opposite. He expects you to fulfill far more responsibilities than what is listed in your job description, and you'll probably be hired in to fulfill other roles in the company at the behest of your employer.